Так, на чем мы остановились?
Speak, savage! What stops your tongue? You think someone's coming to save you? Give in. Your life is in our hands. It is time to tell us all you know. The sooner you speak, the sooner this will be over with.
We should be discreet if we want to eavesdrop on these people.
She's been enduring this punishment for hours, blow upon blow through gritted teeth.
Truly savage beast we have here. Do we even know if it speaks our language?
Leave us.
You will eventually tell us how you found your way into that grotto.
Your defiance is only prolonging the inevitable.
You remind me of that rat my master was studying. The creature used all of its fire in an effort to escape. Scratching, twisting, refusing to understand that the cage holding it was its only remaining world. It had everything it could ever need, but it wouldn't stop looking for a way out. Even though its fate was now sealed to serve science. Its animal instinct drove it to flee. It had strangled itself between the bars of its own cage in a final futile attempt to escape. It was an enormous beast and very clever. If it had simply relented, it could have lived peacefully for many years. Instead of that, these monsters are torturing her. Come, we must set her free.
We could wait until nightfall to set her free and avoid fighting their scholars.
Нет, мы темноты дожидаться не будем. Мы эту свинью сейчас завалим. О, музяка прикольный. Их там трое. Еще есть. Оп, я спрятался. Рискнем. Там мы не подобраться. Хотя он сам подойдет к нам. За вас, козлан, спалил. Пошли, этих сейчас накажем.
Halt! Who goes there? But I recognize this face. Lord de Sardet. What a pleasure to see you again. What good wind brings you?
These people are monsters. They just tortured a woman, and then they say hello, as if it were nothing.
I'm sure that they will explain what pushes them to treat her this way.
Believe me, we would never have reached such extremities if she had told us what we wanted. You see, we have been studying these beings that show, like you, such strange markings on their bodies. We call them metamorphs, but the natives call them Onormanawi. And we seek to learn through what process they metamorphosize. We heard talk of a cavern of knowledge. The savages hide all of their knowledge within them, and certainly all the secrets that interest us. We discovered one here, but are unable to enter. This woman, she knows how to enter, but as you have witnessed, she refuses to tell us how. To know we are so close to understanding such a fascinating phenomenon, and to be able to do nothing. Let's just say it has made us aggressive.
It's extremely regrettable. Free her. We would like to have a word with her.
She won't tell you anything. Let us handle this. She will give in at some point.
Have you already forgotten all that you owe me? Without me, you would all be locked away in deranged jails or likely even dead. I took you for sages and doctors, but you are nothing more than a gang of skin flayers. You have made me regret my actions.
It is true that we indeed owe you our lives, but all this knowledge, ripe for the picking.
No knowledge justifies treating anyone this way.
Ugh, free her now! We shall leave. Nothing more holds us here.
Я так хотел вас убить.
How are you feeling?
Better now. Those Renaigse are absolute monsters. But who are you? You too are a Renaigse. Why have you freed me?
We were told at Wen Shavar that you and you alone could tell us where to find High King Vinbar.
I wish I knew where he was right now. He bid me farewell weeks ago and he has not returned. I waited a long time and then I came here. To enter into the Cavern of Knowledge.
You believe this is where he's hiding?
No. But he came here often before he disappeared. I'm hoping to find answers. You saved me. And so I must help you as well. You may come with me. The Cave of Knowledge is a bit further north.
Мы здесь не проходили.
Here is the entrance to the Cavern of Knowledge. I hope that Vinbar has left a clue to where he went. Something I could track.
Is it your wish to join him?
He is my Manundanen. That means the one who shares my mind in your language. We must be reunited.
I understand. But why protect the entrance to the cavern at the risk of your own life?
The Caverns of Knowledge are truly sacred places. Only the Doneigada have the right to enter.
But you're not a Doneigad. Is that right?
I am not. But I must enter in spite of everything. And since you have helped me, you may enter as well. Even if I am not sure I can trust you. Because you spared these people. Remind yourself that this honor is immense and show respect. I implore you.
Put your fears to rest. We have not come to defile this sacred place. How do we enter?
Allow me. I have seen Vinbar make these movements so many times.
This fresco is still fresh. It must have been painted recently. It's of a crowned man. Vinbar, no doubt. It looks as if he's walking through the skies towards the volcano. A face has been painted on the volcano.
The spirit of the mountain. My heart did not betray me. Vinbar has readied himself to join Enon Milfrichtemen.
Was that why you came in here? To confirm that supposition?
To understand, yes. As the years passed, my Minundanem grew more and more distant to me. I thought at first it was due to his status and the invasion of the Renaikse. But now I see that he was hearing the call of Enon Milfrichtemen. He had no choice but to answer it. Oh, Vinbar, why did you not share this with me?
These paintings are older. This looks like it represents a man who transforms himself into some kind of enormous bird.
He is a Donegad, becoming a Nadaig. Vinbar was also bound to the mountain.
If I understand correctly, the Donegad are metamorphed differently.
Yes. The Sinol Minawi, but how could a guardian of the plains resemble a
Do
guardian?
you believe that Vinbar is readying himself to undergo this transformation?
For some, it takes years. For others, it might take place the very moment. I hope only to have the time to...
Given how well hidden this seed was, it must open an important passage. All we have to do is find out which. This mural is also ancient. It seems to show a doorway into the mountain. This door appears to be in front of a circle of stone. There are two altars.
The Donegada seal certain sacred...
Yes, but here there are two this. For one, the flower motif.
This is possible. This painting...
In that case...
The initiates...
On this one we see a sacred site with raised stones. And behind the face of the volcano, we also see the path that leads there.
This must certainly be the path the young apprentices must walk. And the Donegada that are prepared.
Do you recognize the place where the entrance...
I think so. It looks like the grotto that...
With all that we've learned from studying these paintings, we should be able to find Vinbar. I just hope there's still enough of him left to answer us.
What do you hope to ask of him?
We hope that he will agree to take us into the sanctuary of Dorhad Genadu.
What do you hope to ask of him? My head spins. I will wait for you outside.
Please, go ahead. We will join you.
That woman left in a bit of a hurry, don't you think?
Sarah is upset, and I don't think that she trusts us. We should hurry and catch up to her.
This door is locked. Sarah has put us in a very tricky situation.
She did not want us to find Vinbar. Come, these caves often have several exits.
weren't here when we went through with Sarah earlier.
She must have set them to make sure that we wouldn't be able to follow her.
Let's hurry and find this passage to the northern mountain before she decides to come and fight us directly. This is the place which was depicted on the mural in the Cave of Knowledge. In fact, Vinbar visibly went through this passage not long ago. I need a bit of practice.
Bit of poison on my blade. Then let's go!
Кто-то там есть.
Bit of poison on my blade. Then let's go!
Потом.
Bit of poison on my blade.
ты что? Ладно. Ну, как раз налево сходим, глянем, что там. Ничего интересного, да? Нет, надо того убить тоже. Ну, теперь пойдем. Это что-то печальное. Не сиделось вам в грязи, бля. Проход. Интересно. Целый круг мог срезать. Ладно. Там наверху что?
I need a bit of practice.
Ясно. Новая локация, крутяк. Патрики. Так, надо посмотреть вообще, что у меня там интересного есть. Блядь, а что здесь все они делают? Точно. Ладно. М. 414. Возьмем. И чё? Ловко, блять. Стоять. Ладно. Так. Раз я не могу мою пушечку одеть классную, значит ее оденет Давай, ладно, посмотрим, что у тебя. Я тебе не могу одеть. А тебе? Тебе тоже не могу. 160 ты. Нихера. Зря купил. 400 монет потратил, только зря.
Finally, we've made it to high ground. Now, let's find this trail to the sanctuary. It can't be far from here. Bloodied feathers.
I've seen big birds in my days at sea, but none had feathers this size.
Looks like Vinbar must have begun his transformation. He will soon become a guardian of the mountains. More of these giant feathers. We're on the right trail. I need a
Тут
bit
я
of
не
practice.
пройду.
Over there, more feathers. More of these giant feathers. We're on the right trail.
Блин. Ладно.
We found the entrance to the sanctuary. Vinbar must be here. I hope he'll agree to help us enter the heart of the mountain. All that remains is to find a way to get in.
И как войти? О, ну-ка, стой. Ну, этот надолго, блин.
This must be the entrance to Vinbar's sanctuary. But it's obstructed. He knows how to protect his home. A stone altar. It resembles the one that protects the passage to Mev's sanctuary. This must be where I need to place the seed. And here is another altar. Are 2 seeds necessary to open the passage? How can we learn which plant seed is required?
You don't just reveal the secret to your hideout unless it were to the person you love.
You're right. We need to find this Sarah. The seed that I have is not enough. I need to find Sarah. She might be able to help. Let's return to the village. Until I can find the missing seed, the passage will not open up.
И что это было сейчас? Ладно. Найти и допросить Киру, блядь. Чего мы не можем телепортнуть? Вот. Спряталась.
doesn't seem to have returned to her village. Someone here might know where to find her.
You might as well try and swim the Great Sea. They won't tell us.
We must find Constantine. The High King can wait.
Ладно, Константина так Константина. Без проблем. Тут рядом уже радует. О, волчары, блин. Легенькие такие, блин. Лайтовые. Ух ты. Тут не пройду, блин.
This is the camp that Constantine's escort must have established.
It looks more like a battlefield. I hope that Omegad and your cousin survived the fight.
Search the zone. Let's see if we can find any clues as to what's happened here. The tents were lacerated by what looks like claws, and there are traces of blood everywhere. Some of these men must have been attacked in their sleep. By beasts? Most of the weapons are missing. Our soldiers wouldn't have taken a rest without defenses. Our soldiers were attacked by surprise, and there were animals among the assailants. However, our men reacted properly. They were armed and they fled as best they could. There are no bodies, and no sign of Constantine or Katasak's presence here. Perhaps they were in another place, and the soldiers wanted to join them. We need to follow the tracks.
Все, ничего нет больше. Верстачок. Ладно.
This area has been trampled. An entire stampede passed by here. Our soldiers must have fled the zone and taken this path followed by their assailants. This is a sacred place of a native cult. No doubt this is where Katasak and Constantine were going.
It isn't really a place of a cult, but rather a place of anchoring. A place where Donegada perform a ritual to become Sinorminam. These places are charged with great energy. Perhaps Katasak wanted to use it to bring relief to your cousin.
Perhaps. There are bodies, and without a doubt there was fighting here. Search the place. Let's see what we are able to find. crater, without a doubt caused by an explosive potion. The soldiers might have been carrying them. They must have been desperate to have taken such drastic measures. The corpses of both men and beasts. These soldiers fought dearly until the end. Neither Constantine nor Catasac are among them. This blade is a native ritual knife, and this bowl contained a potion. Someone wanted to perform a ritual here. Could Catasac have found a better means to alleviate Constantine's symptoms? Constantine and Catasac must have been visiting this place, perhaps performing some sort of healing ritual. When the attack took place, the soldiers intervened, and many fell during the fight, but a group was able to escape down this path. We need to continue following their tracks. More tracks. Footprints. They must have fled this way. Strange. These trees look half calcinated, as if they were exposed to immense heat. Another burnt tree. This path seems to have been scorched in flames.
Убил.
A bit of poison on my blade. Henrik! Poison on my blade. Henrik, go!
More signs of an explosion. I can't believe that our soldiers could be carrying so many explosive potions. These poor soldiers were torn to pieces. Animals again, or something else. New footprints. It looks as if a group met up with them and took this path. There was more fighting over here. There are not only the corpses of our own men, but where could these other soldiers have come from? More signs of explosions. But what were they doing with all these explosives on them? Only a handful made it up to here. The path stops on this overhang, and despite signs of a skirmish, I can't see any sign of Constantine or Catasac. And these rocks were broken, as if they had taken cannon fire. What could have happened here? I don't recognize these men. Still more unknown soldiers. Could they have been responsible for the attack? This one is carrying a letter. Let's see.
Ходите, блядь. Ходите, блядь, туда. Издеваетесь?
Poison on my brain.
According to this note, this troop came from an outpost of the Bridge Alliance close by. A patrol, no doubt. Could the bridge in some way be linked to this attack? That makes no sense. These vials look familiar. Katasach used the very same to stock his potions. He must have come here. I'm going to pick them up. I recognize this sack. It's my cousin's. Oh, Constantine, what have you gotten yourself into again? Very well. Let's sum things up. Constantine and Katasach definitely came through here to perform some sort of ritual, but they were attacked. An attack obviously involving wild animals. And then there are these traces of inexplicable flames. Could it be magic?
You cannot suspect my people are behind this attack. You have strayed far from the path. No one would have
Yes, he himself was behind it. He is a powerful Donegan. The beasts obey him.
How could you even think something like that? He is a healer. He brought comfort to your cousin.
Perhaps he only did it to gain our trust. With Constantine captive, he now has leverage to apply to the colonists and force them to accept his conditions. But in all truth, I have no idea what to think. But regardless of who is guilty, I must find my cousin. We could return to Wen Xavier to learn more. Perhaps Katasach returned there. Or maybe his Voglendai could tell us where to find him. We're also going to have to visit the outpost. Their soldiers were involved in the combat, or at least the end of it. They must have some stories for us.
That trail seems a better one to follow. Katasach is a good man, but the soldiers and the lions have already betrayed you.
That's true. But I do not see how they could have made these animals obey them. However, one way or another, Constantine is in danger. Let us be on our way without further delay.
Ну, в опасности, значит, будем искать. Только как... Здесь пройти нельзя нигде, да? Здесь тупик. Надо... Сундучок. Волчары. Бомбанерных.
Bit of poison on my blade. Then let's go!
этот дядька валялся? Вот он. Все продам, блядь. Лагерь, ясно, идем в лагерь, делаем. Вот как раз разберем всякую хуйню. Столько добра пропадает, а? Первый лагерь на открытой местности. Так, а я кому-нибудь могу дать его? Нет. А где мои все солдаты? Ладно. Ладно. Так, что у нас? Стол. А, патроны хотел. Патрончики. Ну все, погнали.
Colonials? You must have gotten lost to have come this far from nowhere. To whom do I owe the honor?
Disarden. I am legate of the congregation of merchants on this island.
A legate? Here? Pardon my dismay, but we don't get many official sorts around here. Captain Idris. I am the ranking officer in charge of this Bridge Alliance outpost. What can I do for you, sir?
I'm looking for Constantin Dorsey, the island governor of the Congregation of Merchants.
The governor? Here? Whatever would he be doing in this rat hole?
My cousin was part of an expedition in this region. His men and his camp were attacked. They nearly all died, but we found no trace of his body, which has us hoping that he may still be alive, wounded and holding up somewhere, or even captured.
Have you cast your suspicions in our direction? I hope this is a joke. We've had neither reinforcements nor supplies for weeks. In my book, we've been totally forgotten. I wouldn't risk the few lives remaining to attack a governor's camp. I'm not crazy. I'm truly sorry for your cousin, Excellency, but we haven't seen him. And we definitely haven't kidnapped him. The region is dangerous. The natives are heartless. You should be looking in their direction.
You do know that we found the bodies of several men from the garrison up there, don't you?
How could you be sure?
One of them was carrying a note, signed by your hand.
I had hoped they'd have survived and would eventually return.
Explain yourself, Captain. What were your men doing on the cliff top?
They were monitoring the zone. They were to warn us of any troop movements. We have lost too many men to surprise attacks. We decided to take initiative and be ready yesterday. We heard screams and saw some strange lights up there. But I was hoping...
And you didn't go and see for yourself? You hear screams, certainly those of your own men, and you don't do anything.
So the last of my men give up their lives for nothing as well? You can think of me as a coward if you like. But me, I'm taking no more unnecessary risks.
Why do I have the feeling that you're holding something back from me? I understand what you're feeling. The pain of seeing your men fall one after the other. The feeling of being abandoned by your leaders. The anger. But if you know anything, speak. My cousin is not one of them.
I don't know what to tell you, Excellency. I haven't stepped a foot outside camp.
I can see how difficult your present situation has become. I'm certain you haven't been paid either for quite some time. I cannot solve all of your problems. But what would you say if I took care of that one, at least?
A little gold would certainly improve the morale of my men. One of the men I posted there returned during the night.
A survivor? Excellent. Did he tell you what happened?
He wasn't able to say a word. He collapsed unconscious 2 steps past the doorway. Our nurse sits with him, but there is little hope that he will come back to himself. His wounds are extremely serious. He's just refusing to die.
I'm sorry to hear that, Captain. Perhaps we could do something for him.
Go and see the nurse. Perhaps you can do something to help the poor boy. I can't take it anymore. To lose another man. Anything else?
Concerning the young man that survived.
Did you see?
Not yet.
Really? This boy will not survive long if someone doesn't... Anything else?
I need to be going.
I would very much like to do the same. Safe journey, Your Excellency.
What are you doing there? This is an infirmary.
I know. I've come to see the wounded soldier. The captain told me you might need my help.
That is very kind of him. But alas, it's a little late.
What are you saying? Is the soldier...
No, he still lives. But I've been asking the captain for weeks to escort me on a mission to replenish my stocks. I no longer have a single remedy. And now that we have a wounded patient, I can only wipe water on his brow and hope.
Do you know what type of remedy would allow him to survive?
Yes, at least I think so. It's a known potion that heals burns.
I see. Give me the recipe. We'll go and see that it's prepared for you.
Thank you. Because of you, this poor boy might be able to survive his wounds.
Где его взять? Ладно. Сделаем по старому методу. Стоять. Зелье, блядь. Надо собрать все, что у меня в чемодане есть, притащить. Может, она сама сделает. Зелье это жопов, нахуй. Будем надеяться, что повезет. Придется голову ломать, как это зелье сделать, где его взять. Да что ты будешь делать? Он не работает. Козлина, блин. Ай, как мне его сделать? О! Одного-то хватит. Видишь, какой молодец. На.
Were you able to concoct the potion against worms?
Yes, I was. Might we administer it?
Give it to me. I'll take care of this. We must wait and be patient now.
Will he make it?
I hope so. We'll know soon enough. This potion is extremely potent.
And if he survives, when could we speak to him?
Come back tomorrow at the same time. We'll know more then.
Very well. I'll come back tomorrow.
See you soon. And thank you again for your help.
Ну, как раз ночь. Сейчас все скинем, геморнем.
Soldier. How are you?
Better. A lot better. You the one who saved me. The nurse told me.
I simply prepared the potion that she told me how to make. Nothing more. Could you tell me what happened during the attack?
I will try. They're not really memories I'm fond to bring back. A lot of my friends died up there. We were posted up on the peak to follow rebel movements. It had been a couple of days, and we heard sounds of fighting not far from our position. Men were screaming in our own language. So we went to see what was happening. Soldiers of the Coin Guard and an islander were trying to protect a young man. He seemed dire ill.
Konstantin Katasak and his escort. Who were they fighting against?
Dozens of wild animals. They seemed completely enraged and intent on devouring them. And there were flames.
Flames? Where were they coming from?
I don't know. My friends and all the soldiers fell one after the other. Oh, I didn't see everything. All was blood and confusion, beast and fire. But I thought I saw another islander. Big. Someone who took the sickened man. There was practically no one left on the battlefield. I was wounded and I passed out. I came to when I heard voices of islanders approaching me. Rebels. I thought to myself, they're coming to finish me. I got up, took a tea and fled. I dragged myself here. You know the rest.
I'm going to have to go and find these rebels.
You shouldn't do that. They killed all of my friends. You take a great risk.
That's enough. Rest now. You're still far from having recovered.
Yes, it's best I leave now. I've learned enough. I'll have a word with your captain. Goodbye.
Excellency, I was told that you saved my soldier. Thank you. You can't imagine what this means to us.
Please, I did nothing more than follow the instructions your nurse gave me.
Did you learn what you needed to learn?
Yes, I was able to question your man and he told me what he saw. He and his company heard sounds of the attack and they went to investigate. My cousin's escort were already nearly annihilated by animals that jumped out from all sides. A strange sorcerer controlled them. It was he that took my cousin.
One of those rebel savages, no doubt. I knew that they'd be behind all of this. They must have learned that an important man was in the region and thought he would make the perfect hostage. I'm sorry. I would give you some men, but...
Don't apologize. I know where the camp can be found, and if my cousin is there, I will free him.
Like you freed the scholars. You're a good man, Excellency. Thank you again for saving my soldier.
I need to be going.
I would very much like to do the same. Safe journey, Your Excellency.
Так. Ну давай, хер с ним бомбанем. Надо же прокачиваться. Только не говори, что мы не сюда забежали. Ну. Эх.
Hello.
Renaigse, there you are again. What do you want?
To speak to you about my cousin's capture and the massacre of his escort. A soldier from the nearby outpost survived and told us that you were present on the battlefield.
You dare come here and accuse us of taking him? Let me throw him out this Renaigse and his Ilkdaren. May they receive this punishment for their arrogance.
You should calm down if you want the location of your camp to remain a secret to the world.
Is that a threat?
It's a fact. Until now, it hasn't been necessary to reveal to your enemies where your camp is. It would only require a few simple directions and your rebellion would soon be snuffed out.
Do you truly believe that we will back down from threats because we fear the lions?
My friend has offered you an exchange. A secret for a secret. But since your pride is greater, then speak for Katasach. You know he is the greatest healer of the island. A member of the council. And he also has gone missing.
Much more than that. Daughter of Bladnit.
What do you mean?
And divorced Tire. Katasach died from the wounds he received during the battle in the field. That night, we heard the sounds of a terrible combat. The ground shook all the way to our homes. We went to see, but we arrived too late. The last breath of Katasach had returned to the wind when we arrived there, and many of the Renaigse were dead. We could do no more. We carried the body of the Donegad and brought it here.
He gave his life to protect Constantine. May he rest in peace. This request might surprise you, but we would like to see him.
Why? What do you want to do with him, Renaigse?
Examine him to understand what killed him. We were told that an island native was there and that he likely led the attack.
No Donea Exregal would attack Katasach. You have been lied to, or they were mistaken.
That is the very reason I need to see his body. To understand.
You may see him. But if you desecrate his body, you will pay for this offense with your life.
Seeing the state of his body, I hate myself for having suspected him. Forgive me, Donegad, to have doubted your loyalty and even more for what we are about to do. Now then, let's see what story this corpse has to tell. The corpse retains the marks of a bludgeoning. There are large bruises all over it. I can see no wounds that could be attributed to a blade or a musket shot. The major wound is found on the chest, which was crushed by something tremendous, to the degree that the skin was torn. The ribs are in pieces and the organs punctured. The edges of the wound are singed and smell of burnt flesh. There is a powdery spot on this wound, as if from ash or dusty gravel. Katasach bore the brunt of this attack or incredible force. I would venture to say it was inhuman. I can only imagine one thing that could have inflicted such a wound. It's as if an enormous, burning stone hit him right in the center of the chest. And seeing as how the bodies of the soldiers we found were sporting wounds of a similar nature, we can deduce that we're on the tracks of a man, or a creature, capable of using molten rock as a weapon.
I can't imagine an Undying behaving like this. It is not their way. That they might attack careless hunters or warriors, true, but to attack Katasach, the power to call volcano fires, could only be that of a guardian. No simple man wields mountain fire.
We still don't really know who is actually behind this attack, nor what they want, judging by the severity of these wounds. I fear the worst for Constantine.
All your experiments. You've learned so little. You've learned to fear. Your instincts should have been enough.
We had to at least try. Are you not even concerned or angered by what happened to Katasach?
We've grown accustomed to the loss of lives, your relentless attacks and incessant treacheries. All the same, there is truth in your words. This attack is out of place. Guardian and Donegad would never attack one another. There is a ritual that might help us. Anatalas Fair.
The Anatalas Fair? What is it? Tell me more.
It is a magical rite that only a person with a powerful bond to both spirits and nature can perform. It allows the Donegad who chants it to relive the last moments of an Onol Manawi.
That would allow us to at least see the face of his assassin.
If what I have heard is true, yes. To my knowledge, only one Donegad still living knows the ritual.
Let's ask her for her help then. She might be able to tell us what has become of Constantine.
You are quick to ask another to put her mind in danger for your own concerns. Imagine the pain of the wounds of another, shaking your body as the cold of death crushes your beating heart. This is what you must ask of the Tiernahach. It is the price she must pay for performing the ritual. When her companion was lost in battle, fighting against your own, she wanted to live that death beside her. Since that day, our Tiernahach Kedachtas has never breathed air with the same breath.
That would explain her distrust of the colonials.
You must make her see your purpose. It may be the only way you are going to learn the fate of your cousin.
Hello, Mev.
Renoixe, why have you come here again?
I've come to ask you for help.
My help? You still seek the remedy for the sickness on your island? Or are you looking for something else?
My cousin has been taken, and I've been told that you could help me.
Truly? And in what way?
By performing the Anatalis fair on the body of Katasak, the Donegat.
Katasak is dead. Under Voshtire. This is a great tragedy. He was a good man. Perhaps the best of us all. How did this happen?
He went with my cousin to a sacred site when they were attacked. My cousin has disappeared, taken, according to a witness. And Katasak suffered terrible wounds. We examined him, and it seemed as if he had been struck by molten rock.
Fire of the earth. Only the Nadaig Manemen have the power to wield it. But none of our own would have attacked Katasak.
This is why we need your help. We want to understand and to find who's responsible.
And you will avenge the dead as you have avenged my wound in the past. Very well, Renoixe. I will help you. And I also wish to gain understanding. Our island wails in suffering. Many Sinol Minawi have died. The Anatalis fair may kill me, but at least I will know. You will need to act as my Voglendaig, and bring to me the necessary ingredients while I prepare.
What do you require?
A potion. And listen and remember, or write in your language what I shall tell you. Do not forget, the viscera of the scavengers must be taken from a place near the battlefield, because they contain the flesh of those who fell. As for the personal object of Katasak, find his weapon, because it knew his fury and his despair.
He didn't have a weapon when I found his body. I'll search the battlefield.
Where can I find him?
In Duren's camp. She recovered him after the battle.
Very well. Not far from there is a sacred circle. You'll find me there when you have united all that I need. Then we can perform the ritual when the moon is high.
I'll go and get the ingredients you require, and I'll find you there when the moment has come.
Safe travels.
Пойдем соберем кишки, блин. Так, туда мне не надо, где-то туда надо. Да. Если мы здесь залезем. Ладно, помогу. Ну что, вроде все собрал. Они, наверное, у меня там и валяются. Так, и туда, и туда. Ты заебал меня, блядь.
I recognize this weapon. It's Katasak's, I'm certain. It must have been broken during the battle. Let's take it back to Mev.
Теперь кишки нужны, да? Блин. Ну давай. Не знаю, куда, блин. Белладонна, ягоды белладонна, оказывается, еще. Ладно. Ягоды белладонна. Сейчас глянем, что у нас там. Так, сюда. Вот. Подожди. Так, одного вот хватит, по-любому. Остальные скидываем. Ссылка. Так, теперь... Полная ночь. Ясно. Понеслась. Блин, ну давай, любой вкусный. Надо же прокачиваться.
Were you able to find the elements I need for the ritual?
Yes. Here is what you asked me to bring.
This is good. The moon is high. We may start. Take your place. Katasar, we have come to learn the truth of your death. Ato al confrangawi brandi, olehana memen adestame haman. Baravridenan tahanemo quate grelpem, linqui damda renaute da hodos. Lemat, de tahawan kloisam, de talugedon velam, de taragam buledam, de tatamenam reloidam, adotalamen kantebedam, en antelam per fractangom.
Katasak, help me, please.
Show no fear. I do not think he means you any harm.
What is this? This monster? Why is it attacking us?
I don't know. I don't understand. It is as if it seeks you out. It wants you.
You never should have done that, Katasak.
Katasach. To save one Renaikse, you put us all in great peril. His spirit is different. He recedes badly. You have woven the bond of the Deathbringer.
What is happening to you? Get a hold of yourself. Come on.
I cannot believe it. He has returned.
Who has?
Finbar. The High King. We thought he was dead. He disappeared months ago.
Is he the attacker? And what of Constantine? Have you seen a young blonde-haired man? He was sickly.
Yes. The golden-haired was there. And he was afraid. Katasach protected him before he was killed by Finbar. Leave me now. I am very tired.
How are you feeling?
Better. What are you going to do now?
If I want to have any hope of finding Constantine, I must follow Vinbar. I have no choice. I will need to return to his sanctuary in the north of the island. He must be hiding there.
You know where he is?
Yes, but I wasn't able to enter. I have one seed, but I need another.
Vinbar is a very powerful Donegat, as well as being the High King. He has access to knowledge that even I cannot attain. He has seen the true face of Enol Mil Frichtim. His secrets must be well kept. And he would only have shared them with those he loved the most.
Yes, I must find Senna. She is certainly the only one to know which seed is needed. Thank you, Mev. You have helped us greatly.
Do not thank me. I have not done this for you, but for Katasach. In order to satisfy my curiosity, I betrayed my king. You will find him and confront him, no doubt. All that remains for me to do is to pray that I have done nothing that cannot be fixed.
Farewell,
Mev. Срежем тут. Да? Блин, а где-то семя искать? Семечку, блядь. Спите, да? Спите, спите. Блин, я хоть туда бегу, блин. Да. Все правильно. Так, надо глянуть, что у нас тут вообще, блин. Так, ладно, полетели. Так, пойти Кир. Посмотреть для начала.
And so you have left the cavern, Renaikse. And here you are again.
I have no idea why you suddenly decided to shut us in there, but it matters little. I must know what second is required to open the door to the sanctuary. Now, more than ever, we must find Vinbar. He slew Katasak and he holds my cousin captive.
Vinbar would not have killed Katasak. He respected him. And why would he bother with your cousin?
I have no idea why, but I know it to be true. The Tierna Hak Kadactus revealed this to me. Would you accuse her of lying?
No. You are the one who lies, like all the other Renaikse. And I thought that I could trust you. I should never have let you enter the cavern. And even less have allowed you to leave there alive. Eitmo!
Poison on my blade. And let's go!
Поехали, блядь. Ой, блядь, пипишка. Заебало. Репутация упала. Пошли вы в жопу. У меня у кузена проблема. О, семечко. Круто. Так, теперь. Так, вот у нас телепортик есть. Так, посмотри, что у этого есть. Стояночка. Так, вы, ребята, надо вас подготовить, одеть. Посмотрим, что у нас есть. Так, здесь что? Ничего. Одежда. Ничего мне не идет. Тебе тоже ничего. Тебе вот тебе вот идет. Оденем. Перчатки, кому перчатки подогнать? Спасибо. Вот тебе. Да? Угу. Ну, это тебе. Гоняй. Все, больше нет ничего интересного. Так, да, по мечам давай пробежимся. Тебя... И так, ну тут тебе, блядь, вообще шикарно будет. Ты у нас не стреляешь. Ты... Короче, повезло тебе, дедок. Так, ладно. Теперь это все продаем остатки. продать. Сюда ничего. Вот. Тебя. Так, ботинки. Так, редкие сфоры, острый клык, все продать. Так, покупка. Сюда чук-чук-чук-чук. Боеприпасы берем. Теперь зелень не нужны. Очищенная, так, сырая железная руда. И так, настоящий вот этот вот. Чик, все. Теперь мы идем сюда. Так, оружие, могу оружие улучшить? Да. Пробивание брони. О, физический урон. 542. Вот это крутая, да? Очищенная железная руда нужна. Так, давай купим. Очищенная железная руда. Забираем. Так, еще раз. Так, вот это я хотел. 260, да. Оп, готово. Сабли, все тут на месте, шмотка готова. Так, это готово, все тут у меня круто. Так, теперь надо разгрузиться. Блять, патроны не сделал. Ладно, сейчас сделаем. Сумка. А, я все взял. Блин, что-то я туплю, блин, ужасно. Ладно. Еще раз. Так, чик сюда. Боеприпасы. Чуть-чуть не хватило до 600. Ничего страшного. Так, сумка. Сюда пусто, сюда скидываем. Все. Вот эта херня мне тоже не нужна. Упс, отмена. Так, зелье. Скидывал зелье. Зелье здоровья. Заберем. Заберем. Так, вопрос. Один, все правильно. А вот это мы поставим на 3. Правильно же? Правильно. Все. Ну что, перегружен? Чем я перегружен, блядь? Блядь, там мечей у меня дохерища всяких. Так, надо скинуть стояночку. Сумка. Оружие. Вот это. Вот это, блядь. Ну, теперь все. Как перышко.
We have both seeds. The ritual should work.
Ну что?